Hey book club, Dan here from One Man Book Club. You notice I don't have a Kindle in my hand right now because I'm not actually reviewing a book for you. It's something even maybe more exciting. I just received a new Kindle in the mail today. Ta-da! The new Kindle Scribe has arrived and I'm going to unbox it for you and show you what it is, I want to tell you about what I hope it will become for me. And I'll just come out and say right now that if I don't love it, I'm going to be sending it back in about a week. So I'm going to open it up, see what it looks like, hold it in my hands, test drive it for a week or so, and I'll come back and tell you what I thought and if I'm going to keep it or I'm going to send it back. Because, well, I don't know. Let me just show you. The Kindle Scribe. Here we go. So, it's been waiting for it for a long time since it was announced. Let's see. There it is. Kindle Scribe. So basically, what we have here is it's two things. It's a Kindle that's large, and I'm going to open it up here so you can see. It's a Kindle that's large, like the size of a sheet of paper, but it's also a place where you can take notes. So there's a pen, and you can take notes. What's it going to be like? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get it open and see. Okay, well, let's give this a look. So this is the Kindle Scribe. I'm pretty excited about this thing just to see what it's like. I honestly don't know. Like, I'm seriously trying to figure out if this is something that is just extra or if this is something that will change how I read, because it's a new type of device. So a lot of the other people that I see reviewing this thing are talking about the scribe abilities, which is the unique thing about this, in addition to its size. So they're kind of talking about it as a writing device with a Kindle feature. They're comparing it to like the Remarkable 2 writing device and other similar ones. But I think that's the problem, because this isn't going to be a writing device. This is a reading device with a writing feature. And so I think that's a unique nuance to how people need to be thinking about what the Kindle Scribe is. Because, that's what it is. It's a Kindle that you can write on. So that's how I'm thinking about it. And I'm trying to decide if that is something that is going to be actually transformative for my reading experience. And I don't know yet. I need to jump in and figure out. So I've got my Oasis here as a comparison and size. I've got a tablet of paper here because I collect these things like nothing else. I use so many tablets of paper in my work and community responsibilities and church responsibilities, and this is where I just have piles and piles and piles of these things, these notebooks. And so I'm like, man, is this something that's gonna be able to replace this Kindle? Will that replace these notebooks? So I don't know. Let's find out. So let's get it open. Well, first I wanted to show you. So one cool thing. So it's a 10.2 inch display with 300 ppi. The Remarkable, which is the one that most people compare this to, the Remarkable's less than that. 200 and, oh gosh, I wish I knew the stat. 240 or 260 or something like that. Less PPI than the Kindle. So that's something that's cool. All the other things, it has a USB-C charging port, which is different than the Oasis. I really want to have an Oasis update, but apparently I'm not getting that. The Oasis still uses the old way of charging. The USB-C charger is going to be nice because we've all got a bunch of those laying around, unless we're just committed to Apple products. So okay, enough talking. Let's just get this thing open. I've been dying to open it up. Okay, so Amazon packaging is all pretty standard with all the Amazon devices. So we'll pull this guy open. Let's see what we got. All right, so there's not a lot of packaging in there. That's pretty cool, actually. Amazon does a good job with their minimization of their packaging. So I'm just gonna pull it straight out, and there you go. Not a lot of protection in there for this expensive device. So there's the packaging. I'm gonna keep it nice because, like I said, if I don't like this thing, I'm gonna send it back. So here is the device. Lighter than I thought it would be. I mean, heavier than the Oasis, obviously, but, you know, lighter than I thought. And I'm imagining myself reading here. Okay, so it's covered in this wax paper. It's not plastic, there's actual wax paper. It kind of feels cool. And some, looks like nibs for the pen. Here's the USB-C cable. And here is the pen itself. Let's see. It feels pretty good. It feels similar to other styluses I've held. It's not Bluetooth. It can actually be used on other devices like the Remarkable 2. It's got a button here. This is the premium pen, so I think it costs $30 more to get the premium pen. Let's see, it's got this eraser here, and it's got a programmable button here, and then there's like this groove right along here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a groove right along here with a flat edge. I think that's probably to help find the button, and also decide you can hold it. You can hold it with a flat edge there, depending on your preference. This feels good. It feels good. There's an Amazon symbol here. There's a seam here. There's no batteries. True, it's not rechargeable. It doesn't need to be charged or anything. There's a battery in it. I mean, a magnet in it that's going to connect it to the side. We'll look at that in just a moment. Okay, so here we go. Hello, Kindle Scribe. This is just going to be startup stuff, which I think we're going to be okay without. We're looking at that for now. I think this is going to be pretty straightforward, to be honest. All right, so let's see what we got. All right, let's get this open. Try to open without ripping it. Oh, spoke too soon. Looks like it's meant to be ripped. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Ooh, this is pretty. So, metal back. That just feels very quality. The Amazon symbol here. There's 4 rubber bumpers right here. Presumably so when you put it down, it's not going to slide around. And the front, wow. You know, that is really cool. I mean, this is an e-ink tablet. There's nothing on any edges. Empty, empty, empty. Nothing here. There's one charging port, one button. Looks like maybe a light there that will light up when it charges. So one button. So turn it on with the button. And there we go. We're starting up. Whew, I'm excited. Look at that. Okay, while it's doing that, those rubber grippers work really well. This isn't going anywhere. The Kindle, no rubber bumper. That's nice. Okay, so I'll get this set up. I speak English. I'm in the United States. Okay, and here we go. So, like I said, a lot of folks are thinking about this as a writing utensil first and a Kindle second. I think that's a flaw. This isn't a writing utensil first and a Kindle second. This is a Kindle first, followed by with a feature of being able to write on it. And I'm anxious to give that writing a try. Let's see how the writing goes. Well, it starts up. Look at that. We are ready to rock and roll. So, this is the home screen of the Kindle Scribe, which looks very much like the home screen of the Kindle Oasis. So the first thing that I see here is that the software is the same. So let's see, we're getting the exact same recommendations on both devices. So exactly the same. Looks like from my library. So here I'm going to go find the book that I'm currently reading. I'm reading Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo. Ruin and Rising. Touching, it feels great. This is working really well. We'll let that download. And there it is. Okay. So let's take a look at reading. So instructions for reading. I see this menu over here. That's new. We'll pull it up over here too, just for comparison. So to turn the page, swipe anywhere on or tap the sides of the screen. To change the settings or close your book, tap the top and yep. So exactly the same. There's a writing toolbar over here. Helps you do more with your pen as you read and take notes. I can minimize it by hitting that circle. And use the pointer to tap or swipe actions like turning pages or changing settings. So it looks like I can use the pen to hold the pen to swipe if I want to. I can create a sticky note. And then there's more. Okay, so let's see. Close that. So there's that little menus there. I don't know, can I move that or anything? I probably can. Okay, move to the right side. So you can move it to the right or the left side. Nice. Okay. And the pen, yeah, I can use the pen. So use the pen to change pages, which, you can use your finger for that. But man, this looks so nice, you guys. Here is the Oasis. Here is the Scribe. My goodness, this is pretty. The screen feels there's just a little bit of pleasant texture to the screen that just kind of, just feels like glass over here. This feels like it almost feels like paper. That's pretty cool. All right, how big can I make this? So you can go to 10 over here. Oh no, you can go to 14 over there. Let's see. So it looks like the same. Why don't we change the font here? Just so it's the same. Yeah, I got it. All the same. View my annotations. Okay, I just want to change the font so it's the same. So the font I have over here is Open Dyslexic. There we go. Okay. So now it's equal. Let's close that up. That's kind of a little bit obnoxious. So, I can make it that big and fit a lot more words on the page. And then you can pinch in and out. Yeah, that's nice. That's really, really nice. Okay, here's the moment of truth though, because what does it feel like to hold this thing and read? It's heavy. That's heavy. I can see it working on sitting down or, I don't know, but that is that's much heavier, which is to be expected, I guess. Yeah, I guess I just need to figure out what is the use for having this device to read, but it is nice that it's the whole page. That is cool. I think that's pretty cool, and it changes really easily. One thing was I thought I was going to miss. I really like the page turn buttons over here on my Kindle Oasis, and I like this portability. But I don't know. I think I really like that it's that big. I think I like looking at that big of a screen. Makes me feel like I'm I don't know, it's closer to an actual book experience, maybe? It kind of feels like. Okay, enough of that. So the big thing is, what is it like to take notes on here? So let's see. Let's say I really like this. I really like this. So what happens? So it has a note. Place your note. Tap on the page where you want to place your note exactly where you want it. Okay, well, let's say I want it right there. And then writing tools. Tap to choose the pen, highlighter, or eraser tool. You can also tap on the chosen tool to open that tool's menu. Okay. Undo and redo. All right, so it looks like I've got pen, and on my pen options, I can make fine, change the thickness of what I want to write. The default is to medium, so I'll leave it there. This is highlight, so I imagine that's not highlight the words, that's highlight. Okay, so that's just highlight here. Let's undo that. And then an eraser, but I don't need an eraser because there's an eraser on the back of the pen, right? So if I just do that, you have to push. Oh, you have to push. So there's a little bit of a give right here. So you have to actually push down. And there's like a residual there. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe it'll go away in a minute. But there's like a residual of what I erased there. That's curious. So writing. So this is what this. Oops. This is what writing is like. And holy cow, this is crazy. Because it feels like I'm writing, I mean, that's like the same thing. I'm like writing on, I can't believe this is electronic. I like how this feels. Now, I think what we're gonna discover here is I'm gonna hit close now, and yeah, there's my note, so I can tap on it, and it's there, and then if I go up here to notes, I can see the note and I can go straight to it. Like, yeah, I can go straight to it. So if I were anywhere else in the book, I could just open it up and go straight to that note. Okay, so we were on the home screen originally. I downloaded my book. You can see the book that I'm reading is here. The library. Now these are all my books, and I can, sort through what's been downloaded. Find everything else. That way I can do the filter on different filters to help me navigate through my library, and sort by, and I can do grid, list, or my collections, which I don't use collections a ton. They're kind of a lot to maintain, so I don't have any collections. So there's the list view and the grid view. I prefer the grid view. Okay, so it's the same. It's exactly the same. Let's go back to comparing. So on the Oasis, I've got home and library. Here I've got home, library, and then I've got notebooks and then more. So I kind of know what's going to be in notebooks. So let's just look at more really quick because I don't know what's going to be there. More. Oh, okay. That's this menu over here. That's the 3 dots menu that's over here. Okay, well, that's easy. I know what that is. So let's go look at notebooks. So to start taking notes, tap the plus icon to create your first notebook. You can also add folders to keep your notebooks organized. Okay, so, oh, there it is. I don't see a plus icon. Well, there it is. So you can add folders to keep your notebooks organized. That's awesome. So let's see, my first notebook. Create a notebook or create a folder. Well, let's create a folder first. And, oh, that's interesting. You type instead of write. Okay. So folder 1, let's just call this my, I don't know, I'm gonna have one called work. Let's call it work folder. Okay, and then hit create, tap create. So go into here, create a notebook. Oh, look at all the different page. So several different types of templates I can write on. And we'll just call this test. And do I want lined? Looks like different rules of paper. There's a checklist, grids, dots. Looks like a calendar. Huh, okay. Well, let's just choose the first one, lines. Create. Taking notes on your Kindle. To turn the page, swipe anywhere or use the pointer tool to tap the sides of the screen. To change settings, close your notebook, tap the top screen, open the main toolbar. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So everyone ready? Test drive writing on my Kindle Scribe. Okay, I've got my wrist on it. That doesn't seem to be doing anything. So now I'm writing. This is a test to see what it's like. Oops, I just made a mistake. Let's see, so I can either undo or erase. Let's just erase since we can erase. Okay, so it erased the letters. The ghost image isn't there. The ghost image from before, that disappeared too. So that was just maybe a thing. Okay, to see what it's like to write. Guys, I'm telling you what, this is very satisfying. I can do, let's see, let's make a list, because that's how I use these. Let's make a list. I'll check it twice. Yeah, all right. So let's see, what can I do over here? Highlight. So now I highlight what I wrote. Oh, nice. That's pretty cool. And then there's the eraser, which I guess you just do that. Yeah, but I also have it here, so I don't need that. So somehow I can program this button to toggle between things, and I don't know what that is yet. And then a touch button, which I guess that means if I touch it, then I can close that, where if I'm on the pen mode, well, it still worked. I turn the page, I guess. Yeah, turn the page. Whereas if I'm on the pen mode, that writes. Okay, and undo. Okay, all right. Okay, I got this, guys. This isn't so bad. This isn't so bad at all. I actually am really enjoying this. Okay, now how do I get out of this? Probably touch, no, that made a pen mark. So that I touch at the top. Yep, the main toolbar lets you rename your notebook, choose a page. Oh yeah, see, because that's how I named it. I named it test. And looks like I can search. Looks like I can share. So I can send this to my email address, or I can send it to someone else's email address. Cool. All right, well, that I think is kind of the gist of this, guys. I am feeling confident now that this is a pretty cool device. I guess I'm not 100% sure how this will incorporate itself into my reading habits, because I'm considering this, like I said, a reading device first and a tablet device second. Let's plug this on here, by the way. So, okay, so looks like it has to go this way, has to go right side up, and then the strength, it doesn't pull off of it. It sticks pretty good, but it does, looks like the only magnet's right there in the middle, so that kind of slides off. So if it hits just right, it could flip, you could lose that. Whoa. Anyway, well, there you go. So Kindle Scribe. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about usage. Fascinating device. I'm excited to play with this. So I'm going to spend a week playing with it, and I'll, let me know what you guys think too, if this is something that you think you're going to use. Wow. Okay. Really, really cool. Okay, well there you go. I just unboxed my new Kindle Scribe for you. I did a little bit of a comparison between my Oasis and the Scribe. Something odd I noticed, look at that. There's 2 different book covers on there for the same book. I have no idea why. Why would there be 2 different book covers? I don't know. Honestly, I think this one's a little more updated than this. But anyway, that's curious, isn't it? Maybe I need to update. Maybe I just need to update my Oasis. Anyway, I am super geeking out over this thing, guys. I honestly don't know yet if it's going to become my new go-to e-reader or if it's going to become a purpose-driven e-reader. Like I read this at home and I read this when I'm on, not at home, or I don't know. We'll find out. I'm not going to keep it if I don't find a good use for it. I will tell you that the writing feature feels really cool. Really, really cool. And I can definitely see this taking the place of this. I can definitely see this taking the place of this in my life. Is it worth it, though? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm going to give it a week. I did want to show you guys a couple things that I did just now. I want to show you some of the menu options. So if you go to home, the home page, and get to your menu up here, oops, you got to go all the way out and go to your menu. Let's see. Oh, that's right. It's in more. Settings. So just reviewing settings. So there's your account, your household and family library, Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, device options. I had to toggle on so that the book cover would show on the screen. So I did that. Thought it was cool here. You can change the display size. So the way you can either have it a standard or change it to large, depending on your preference. I thought that was cool. What else? Oh, the warmth scheduler. I always do that. I always have that scheduled. So you can schedule it to automatically get warmer as the sun starts to set or the sun starts to rise, which that's really, really cool. Or you can do a manual setting to adjust your warmth. One of the best things about reading on a Kindle, it's so easy on the eyes. It's front lit. This one has lights all over, so you see how you can't see any like lights shining. It's front lit but super subtle, and you can read this thing in the dark super, super comfortably. And then night light, gradually decrease screen brightness over time as your eyes adjust. So that's another that was toggled off. I toggled it on because I like that setting there too. You can set a passcode. What else? And then under advanced options, you can change how collections or Audible content is displayed. These are where you can update. This is where you can sync. And this is where you can manage your storage and things like that. Anyway, there's not a lot to the Kindle, which is one reason it's really cool. So, what's this thing going to do for me? I don't know. Are my videos going to start having this thing? Am I going to start holding up this thing when I do my videos for you as I review books? I don't know. This thing's flopping around. I can tell that's going to be obnoxious. So much to figure out, so much to learn, so much to see what happens with this new reading device. Stay tuned. I will fill you in. I'll give you a recap at some point in the future of what I decide to do with it. Anyway, this is the new Kindle Scribe. I'm a little bit nerding out over it. It feels really, really cool to write on. If you have an experience with it, let me know. I mainly want to hear about how you guys are incorporating this device into your reading life, because it's a reading device first, a writing device second, which I think a lot of people are trying to say this is a writing device first and a reading device second. I think that's wrong. I think you'll be disappointed if that's how you're going after this thing. Okay, that's it. Happy reading, everyone.